हाँ
Ram,
हाँ जी सर।
Ram,
हाँ गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
Ram,
हाँ जी सर।
am I audible?
Yes sir, you are audible sir.
Good. See, Fazal sir also, okay, already is. Chalo, okay then. We are waiting for director sir, I believe. Where is the participant? Participant को बुलाया क्या? Participant?
सर वो गूगल उन लोग यूट्यूब में है सर, बहुत इशू हुआ।
नहीं उनको भी वैलिडिक्टरी फंक्शन में उनको डायरेक्टली लिंक दो, अभी उनको मेल करो, प्लीज ज्वाइन द लिंक।
Okay sir, I'm trying sir.
See the feedback from the participants, okay?
Okay sir.
Allow the participant,
Yes sir.
whatever
Yes,
possible, okay? Range maybe 250 maximum, but you try to give a link to them and give a request to join the validatory function, okay?
That will be
without
good,
participant validatory function, okay? I hope so, because we should get the feedback from समझ रहे हैं?
Yes sir, I'm doing sir.
तो तुम एक दिन काम करो, link, you link, share the link to the participants, let them to join directly to the Google Meet, okay?
Ram sir, if possible PhD scholar is there, then you can share the link with PhD scholar.
Whoever is there, you give the link. Madam?
Yes.
Madam is too linked. What happened? Hello, madam. One is sir, or maybe, okay?
Yes. I'm not here.
One limitation as
Hello.
Stop, you have got a limitation for 2 links.
Hello.
Stop, do you have any limitation?
No limitation. Welcome, sir. Okay.
अभी जो पंखा को क्या दिया है क्या पोस्ट दिया है ऑफ कर देंगे
अभी आपको इको सुनाई दे रहा था, अभी इको आ रहा था ना, इसी की वजह से आ रहा था सर। अभी पॉइंट है ना सर, अभी इको आ रहा था।
नहीं ऑफ है तो
हेलो।
Hello, Vishnu. Hello.
হ্যাঁ আলিদা,
কি হলো?
হ্যালো
চুপচাপ
আলিদা।
দেখি। বলছে কি হলো, সব চুপচাপ দেখি।
ও অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা সবাই মিলে
Hello.
ওয়েট করতেছি ডাইরেক্টর স্যারের জন্য। ডাইরেক্টর স্যার একটা মিটিং জাস্ট শেষ করছে।
হ্যালো, ডাইরেক্টর স্যারের জন্য অপেক্ষা করছি।
ডাইরেক্টর স্যার রাহুল,
Just
Rahul.
finished. I mean, informed director sir also. He will be
Okay.
joining, I believe. Yeah,
okay. Just finished, na?
yeah. We were there together. Just finished. Just
Okay.
किसी किसी को बता दिया था ना?
हाँ जी सर। हाँ सर, आ गए। हाँ ठीक सर।
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon sir.
Rahul, start the session.
Yeah. Ram.
Yes, sir. Respected and honorable director sir, Professor Shivaji Bandyopadhyay. Today is our guest of honor for the function, Dr. Amit Bharadwaj, IIT Jodhpur, Mr. Abhishek Roy Chaudhary, PCS Kolkata, Dean RC, Professor M. Ali Ahmad sir, Webinar Advisor, Professor F.A. Talukdar sir, Equipe 3 Coordinator, Dr. Sukumar Pati sir, HOD EC Department, NIT Silchar, Dr. K.L. Vaishnav sir, my dear colleagues and dear participant. On behalf of the organizing committee, I, Dr. Ram Kumar Kars, welcome you all for this valedictory function conducted after the successful completion of this one-week webinar on RTSPC 2020 organized by the ECE Department of NIT Silchar. Now, I request one of the convener of the webinar, Mrs. M. Paul Ma'am, to give a brief report of this 5 days webinar.
Respected Director Sir, Professor Shivaji Bandyopadhyay, today's guest of honor of the functions, Mr. Amit Bharadwaj and Abhishek Roy Chaudhary, Dean RC, Professor A. Ali Ahmed, Webinar Advisor, Professor Fajul Ahmed Talukdar, Techie Coordinator Dr. Sukumar Pati, HOD EC Dr. K.L. Vaishnav, and my dear colleagues and dear participants. Good afternoon to one and all present over here. I want to enlighten you all briefly about the 5 days webinar report. This recent trend in signal processing and communications has been a week-long webinar on the on this field. This is a aim to provide platform to get exposure in the field of recent trends in signal processing and communications, covering the most emerging recent research topics such as audio, video, image and speech processing, communications, healthcare, automotive safety and surveillance, and in real-time applications such as malaria-infected erythrocyte classification, trace recognition, noise removal, and visual-based hand gestures recognition was also demonstrated. The webinar has addressed several fundamental concepts related to recent developments in signal processing and communications. At the same time, it has included in depth the discussion on various research challenges encountered in the field of signal processing and aild domains. The webinar has provided not only the essential knowledge, but also a platform to the participant for exchanging their ideas and information with respective distinguished speakers. A comprehensive interdisciplinary research and development effort is also addressed. Now I am briefing about the speakers. There are 10 distinguished external speakers from reputed institutes and industry, including Professor S.R. Mahadeva Prasanna, IIT Guwahati, Professor Joydeva, IIT Delhi, Dr. Pritam Kumar, IIT Patna, Dr. Swagatam Das, ISI Kolkata, Dr. Amit Bharadwaj, IIT Jodhpur, Dr. Shishir Kolkata, data scientist, Dr. Anima Majumdar, scientist, TCS Innovation Lab, Bangalore, Mr. Abhishek Roy Chaudhary, TCS Kolkata, Mr. Joy Mangal Singh, Electron Education Service, and Mr. Shobhan Banerjee, BSNL, and seven internal speakers from the EC department are Dr. Rahul Hussain Lashkar, Dr. Ashraf Hussain, Dr. Wasim Arif, Dr. Toimur Khan, Dr. Ganesh Prasad, Dr. Ram Kumar Kosh, and Dr. Chandrajit Chaudhary. These 7 expert speakers discussed about the different areas of signal processing and communications. Few of the topics are analysis and signal processing of pathological voices, practical signal and image processing in clinical cardiology, communication algorithm via deep learning, green communication and its research aspects, cognitive radio technology and research aspects, 4G, 5G, 6G, cellular wireless, and IEEE 802.11ax based Wi-Fi and their comparisons, and the millimeter wave wireless communication system and research aspects, deep learning architecture for image processing, graph signal processing, connection to distributed optimizations and deep learning, blockchain coding, video processing, multi-resolution signal processing, multimedia security analysis, light field imaging, computational intelligence modeling for printed microwave circuit, recent trends in telecom industry. Again, I thank all the speakers for their expert lecture and making this event successful. Let us briefing about the participants. In the participants, there are participants from faculties of various institutions, participants from PhDs and postdocs, participants from UG, PG students, and remaining from industry professionals and entrepreneurs. I thank all the participants for their active participants and making this event successful. I hope these 5 days webinar have been beneficial to all the participants to shine in their career with this webinar report. Thank you all again. Now forward to Ram Kumar Kosh.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Director, sir, and Chief Patron of the webinar, Professor Sivaji Bandopadhyay, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Good afternoon, my dear colleagues from NIT Silchar and other institutes, PhD students, other students who have participated in this webinar for the last 5 days. Now, at the beginning of this webinar, we basically highlighted the importance of an webinar on the signal processing and communication, and more specifically in the area of the cyber physical systems, where the inputs through sensors they are collected, and they are collected in real time, and the issue of the big data scenario, the conversion of the data model from the sensor data to the processing level data, and then that has to be communicated, and data is not only in the text format but also multimodal in nature, and they will be going to the processing unit. So by that, the signal processing and the communication area basically becomes a multidisciplinary area. That is where which defines the research scenario or the innovation scenario of the signal processing and the communication paradigm. I do believe that in the last 5 days, lot of deliberations, lot of discussions have taken place, and all of you have been able to identify that is your interest, what is the state of art in that area. And if someone was planning for a research problem, research idea, so you might have come across that, have made a lot of possible collaborations for the future. And I do believe there is a lot of hard work for the organizers or the participants or the resource persons. They have dedicated towards the success of the webinar. So that will be a long-lasting one, in the sense that some more research projects will be developed based on the new set of networking that are defined, and so that will bring more knowledge to other related areas as well. I will be happy to listen to the feedback from the other participants as well as other experts to note, that is, say, how much beneficial this webinar has been on them, on their future activities, and for their search for collaborations in this sphere of study. With this, again, my best wishes for the future collaborations and future set of works in the area of signal processing and communication. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational word and sharing the in-depth knowledge of signal and communication processing. Now, thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call upon our guest of honor, Dr. Amit Bharadwaj, sir, IIT Jodhpur, one of our experts in our webinar. Now, kindly request Amit, sir, to share few words.
Thank you, Dr. Ram. Respected Professor Shivaji Bandyopadhyay, HOD, and my old colleagues at NIT Silchar and from outside. Yeah, thanks again for inviting me as an expert in this webinar. That was a wonderful experience for me to present my research and my idea to NIT Silchar community and other, I think I was happy to share my research to the students. Actually, as a teachers, we should share more and more about our research idea to the students, then they should be benefited. I hope NIT Silchar student community might have benefited from the all 5-day lecture series, and even the topic that the organizers shows, that recent trends in signal processing and communication, is very apt for this in this workshop. And I hope that whatever the speaker might have told, then that has been taken very well by the audience and all the participants. Now I thank again to all the organizers, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would like to call upon our next guest of honor from industry, Mr. Abhishek Roy Chaudhary, sir, TCS, Kolkata.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Very big respect to Director Sir, and I have been taught and groomed by Rabu Sir, Madhurita ma'am, so my deepest regards. It's only because of you all I could be what I am today, so definitely, sir. And to be part of this kind of an exercise and this kind of an webinar is definitely something I would cherish. And it has been a learning experience for me also. Whatever I could do and I could share, I have tried to share. So it's a lovely experience, and all the best of to our college. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for your kind word. Now, I would like to call upon Dean RC, Professor M. Ali Ahmad, sir, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all present in the webinar. Respected Director NIT Silchar, Professor Dr. Umut Kumar Bajaj from IIT Kanpur, Dr. Abhishek Roy Chaudhary from TCS Kolkata, all other experts of the webinar, Dr. F.A. Talukdar from ECE department, ECD, Dr. K.L. Vaishnav, all the coordinators of the workshop, and all the participants. So, it's a great pleasure to be with you again. At the beginning, I have said that what should be the takeaway from this auction. So I think during these 5 days, you have decided you take away. Some of the scholars definitely have decided about their research title. Some of the MTech or PhD research scholars. Some of the faculty members may have already decided about their future research topic and future research area on which they are going to write some funding project. So this will be basically the takeaway. And if somebody comes out with a nice project in some of the area, that will be the great benefit to conduct such type of workshop. Please keep in contact with the respected expert in this field and go on increasing your collaboration and future research. With this, I wish again a very brightful future for all the participants and a future collaboration. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational word. Now, I would like to call upon webinar advisor, Professor F.A. Talukdar, sir, to say a few words on the successful completion of the webinar. I think sir is not here. Okay, sorry.
Ram? Hello?
Ji, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Waiting for Fazal sir, na?
Sir is not here, sir. I think due to some network issue, sir was
Okay.
here.
Yeah, then one thing.
Fajal sir is coming in this room. So please call him again.
Fajal, sir.
So the call first.
Ji, sir. Now, Fazal sir is here. Now, I would like to call upon our webinar advisor, Professor F.A. Talukdar, sir, to say a few words on the successful completion of the webinar.
Very good afternoon, respected Director NIT Silchar, Professor A. Mali Ahmed, Dean Research and Consultancy, the head of the department, Dr. K.L. Vaishnav, the coordinator, that is the Faculty, Dr. Sukumar Bhati, my distinguished colleagues, the dear that is the participant. We are that is at the concluding ceremony of this 5-day that is the workshop on that is the signal processing and communication. And throughout the that is the 5 days, The organizers have been able to arrange for very good speakers who had shared their thought process with every one of you. I do hope that everyone has immensely benefited from this particular workshop, and success of the same will be measured the moment we find that more and more people are now moving towards research in communication and signal processing. One thing which is very important from research point of view for electronics and communication as well as computer science and information technology is that roughly around 50% of the PhDs which are produced in our country are usually from communication and signal processing domain across this entire your electronic PC, your EEE and computer science and IT. So hope the deliberation has generated a lot of interest in the mind of the future researchers, and we will be able to cooperate with everyone in future. My colleagues, we have a very strong group on communication as well as signal processing in our department. And if any of the participants from outside wish to cooperate with us or work with us, he is the most welcome. We will really embrace him, and whatever facilities we have built up in the department, we will not hesitate to share. One of the important aspect of this webinar is to find out more and more collaborative research. So with this one, I congratulate the organizers for successfully conducting the 5-day workshop and hope that everyone has enjoyed the same. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational word. Now I would like to call upon HOD sir, NIT Silchar, Dr. K.L. Vaishnav, EC Department, to say a few words regarding the successful completion of the webinar.
Thank you, Ram. At the very outset, I welcome our director, sirs, Professor Shivaji Bandyopadhyay, Dean of Alumni, Dean of Research and Consultancy, Professor M. Ali, then Professor F. Talukdar, the advisor of these workshops, the distinguished speaker, Dr. Amit Bharadwaj, Dr. Abhishek Roy Chaudhary of our alumni also, and others experts who were over there, other participants, my dear colleagues, my dear friends. So on the behalf of this Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, we welcome all of you in this August gathering. There are several deliberations happen. Professor M. Pal already narrated the entire episode of these 5 days. We observe that participants benefited because all the experts given their best effort to put their work to motivate the participants, young generations. Professor Prasanna, you are actually professor of IIT Guwahati, and we have been a long relation with Professor Prasanna. Professor Revolution Law Scholars already started long association, joint project in the speech processing area. I hope really given wonderful space for all of us to grow in the field of image processing and speech processing. Great contribution from the IIT Guwahati, the way they have really nurtured us. We are thankful to the Professor Prasanna. Now today we are matured, but still we have a long journey. And we expect more collaboration from others. As I see that there is a Professor Joydeva. He is really very excellent, prominent work on signal processing. As all of you know that signal processing, you need a processor for certain application, ASIC application. And you find that there are various universities. You find that the signal processing along with this VLSI architecture also there. Because the group is working on the signal processing, another group will work on the VLSI. Because nowadays, many portable devices are coming into picture. We want the pre-processing or processing or machine learning processing, we call algorithm to VLSI architecture. Where we see that in signal processing, we have several algorithms, on machine learning, several algorithms. Those algorithms, we need to have a specific hardware in terms of power, in terms of delay, many other issues. So Joydeva's contribution is really great, and I'm very happy to see that our alumni 2001 pass out, Abhishek Roychodhary. After a long time, I've been seeing the Roychodhary, the Abhishek being part of these workshops, and he has really long experience in TCS and other industries, and his contributions toward the NIT Silchar really added a really inspiration to all of us, that many more alumni want to see that they are also joining their hands with us, and we can grow maturely, because as all of you know, the alumni are the ambassador of the institutes. Our alumni, I definitely know, they are doing great to the industry. What exactly today we are really is the hard work, directly indirect is the hard work of our alumni. So I welcome, like Abhishek Roychodhary, many other alumni should come forward. We motivate them. They should inspire the institutes, young generations to work in a bigger way. Then I see that there are our internal, our campus expert, Professor Mr. Shubhan Banerjee, that's really is Madam Husbands, is a long experience on BSNLs, and he joined as IAS cadres, and really has long experience. You have seen the telecom industry from the crunch to what exactly 4G technology. So he has shared the practical experiences. I hope so that will give a more exposure to the student, because we the students generally live with the all sort of theoretical things, that practical experience and practical difficulties are as really shared. Then I must thankful to the others experts like that Onima Mojumdar from TCS, Shashir Kalita from data science, and from Arms of Tech. So I'm very thankful. Shaugotam Das from ISI Calcutta, Pritam Kumar from Dr. Pritam Kumar from IIT Patna. I really extend thankful to really all the delegates, all the experts. They have given valuable time, and we look forward to, as already said, our directors are also said, we look forward to more collaborations so that we can jointly reach to the need of the society. Finally, I thanks the organizer. Basically, this organizer really taken a lot of passions, a lot of really effort organizing the events, choosing this expert, convincing expert, lot of times required. I thankful to all the organizers. I thankful to our NIT administration for supporting organizing this webinar. I thankful to the audience or the participants. As you know that without participants, workshop is really meaningless. So the dear participants, that we have given valuable time to listen to the expert. We hope so that all of us are benefited. Our objective to pass the message to the new generation, I hope it will fulfill. So with this, thank you all, thank you all, thank you. Thank you all. Over to Dr. Ram, please.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational word. Before going to the concluding remarks, I would like to have some live feedback about the event and expert lectures from active participant side. Anyone from our chat, our Google link, kindly I request to say few regarding the workshop and expert lectures. Anyone? Arpan Saha. Can you hear me? Although someone has plenty of students have given their feedback.
Tokir Ahmad is there. He's ready to speak.
Yeah. Tokir Ahmad.
Yes, sir. Good evening to everyone. It has been so blissful that I was having workshop from NIT, and it's really great. And all the classes were properly acknowledged, and everyone was best in their field of area. It really made me confident about my study. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you, teachers, for their participation in the class to teach us. And thank you so much, NIT Silchar. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you to share your thoughts.
And I would really love to, if you present more workshop in the near future. This will be really helpful for me and for us actually.
Definitely, Takir will try that you can contribute and we can fulfill your requirements.
Yeah,
now,
sure, sir.
Anyone? Ritu Kumari. Ritu Kumari or Pooja Raju. Anyone? Pranav Malik. Okay. Anyone who want to share few things?
Hello,
regarding?
Ramkar.
Yes.
I think a couple of participants have already they pasted their this one feedback in the chat box.
Nidhi. One at the last.
Nidhi.
Yeah, Nidhi is there. Nidhi, kindly I request you to share your thoughts regarding the workshop and expert lecture. Can you say a few words?
So first of all, good evening, everyone. And thank you so much, all the professors of NIT Silchar for organizing the event. It was an excellent, means I am not from the technical field particularly, but belongs to rural technology. But still I enjoyed a lot. It created new interest in the field. I can really appreciate this effort, sir. And I'll request that hope you, in the future, you will organize such event. It was really excellent. And thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for your valuable feedback. The feedback will help and motivate us to conduct such type of webinar in the near future also. Thank you again. Now at the ending ceremony, now I would like to invite the convener of the webinar, Dr. Rahul Hussain sir, for delivering the vote of thanks.
Yeah, am I audible, Ram?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So, good afternoon, on all present in the event. Respected Director Sir, Professor Shivaji Bandyopadhyay, Professor M. Ali Ahmed, Dean Research and Consultancy, Professor F.A. Talukdar, Faculty Advisor of this webinar, and Professor Amit Bharadwaj from IIT Jodhpur, Mr. Abhishek Roy Chaudhary from TCS Kolkata, Dr. K.L. Vaishnav, our head of the department, Dr. Sukumar Pati, TECIP 3 coordinator, and Mrs. M. Pal, one of the convener of this webinar, other dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, participants, and my dear student friends. After the hectic 5-day program, finally we have come to the end of this webinar. I hope the participants will be benefited from the experiences shared by our resource person, the distinguished academicians, and the industry experts. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our director, sir, for allowing us to conduct this webinar and providing financial support, as well as allowing us to use the resources of the institute to make the webinar happen. His valuable suggestions are praiseworthy. Many thanks to you, sir. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Professor A.K. Borbuya, Dean Academy, Professor M. Ali Ahmed, Dean Research and Consultancy, for their support, encouragement, well wishes, and cooperation. My sincere thanks to Professor F.A. Talukdar sir, one of the faculty member of our EC department and faculty advisor of this webinar, for his cooperation and timely suggestion to make this webinar a better one. He is a person who always encourages us for all sort of academic activities that helps to improve the department as a whole. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Professor S. Bosho, faculty advisor of this webinar, for his suggestion and kind cooperation. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to TAPIKIP coordinator, Dr. Sukumar Pati, and his team for their valuable support and cooperation. Thank you, Dr. Pati. I would like to extend my thanks to my fellow convener, Mrs. M. Pal, for suggestions, wise advices, and efforts to make the webinar a better one. My sincere and deepest gratitude to our expert from both academia and industry who has given their valuable time to share their knowledge and expertise. It's really a great opportunity for all of us to listen to the experts about their real-life experiences and challenges in the cutting-edge technologies. Their thought-provoking talks may ignite the young minds to come out with new solutions and research problems that may help the society at large. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our head of the department, Dr. K.L. Vaishnav. His cooperation, advice, timely suggestion, inspiration, and motivation are instrumental for smooth conduction of this webinar. I would like to thank all the faculty members of the department who are directly or indirectly involved in making this webinar a successful one. In spite of a lot of other activities going in parallel, they came forward and tried to help us to the best of their level. Thank you all. I would like to thank our coordinators, Dr. Ram, Dr. Ganesh, Dr. Chandrajit Chaudhary, Dr. Ashraf Hussain, for conducting this webinar. These people have put their valuable time and effort from conceptualization to implementation and sitting in the front of the terminals for hours and hours to make this webinar really go smooth. I would like to thank the chairman of the Institute Innovation Cell, IIC NIT Silchar, branch counselor of IEEE Communication Society, student chapter NIT Silchar, for their cooperation and support. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Noresh Babu, Assistant Professor Computer Science Department, NIT Silchar, Mr. Manosh Pratim Mahanto, and Mr. Najmul Haq of Central Computer Center for extending their technical support and making it possible to live telecast the webinar in the Institute YouTube channel. I would like to thank our student friend, Mr. Rahul Jain and Mr. Shahrul Alam, for extending their help and tireless efforts to run the webinar smoothly. Last but not the least, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our beloved participants from India and abroad for your active involvement in various sessions. Without your active participation and involvement, this webinar would never be a successful one. There are a lot of eye-opening questions from your side during the discussion hour. Thank you all, and hope we will get more and more opportunities for your involvement in various other academic activities to make NIT Silchar a better place for teaching, learning, and research. This time, due to prevailing situation, we miss a lot of activities such as interaction among the participants, offline discussion with the experts, etc. But this kind of webinar, workshop, seminar, symposium, and conferences are regularly organized by different departments of NIT Silchar. I would like to take this opportunity to request the participants to come to NIT Silchar, enjoy the natural beauty of Northeast, especially NIT Silchar, and have the taste of Assam. Finally, I would like to thank all the people who are directly or indirectly involved in this webinar to make it a successful one. Thank you all. Over to Dr. Ram.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support throughout the webinar. Once again, I, Dr. Ram Kumar Kars, on behalf of organizing committee, would like to thank our honorable director, sir, respected authorities, expert speakers, and participants to make RTSPC 2020 a successful event. We hope you will all connect and wish to see you all again in near future with recent technology. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Like